Hi Year 3, I hope you're all okay. I hope you've been getting on okay with the 2-digit and 1-digit multiplication this week, okay? Well done everyone for working so hard. So today we're going to continue to work on that and we're going to look at multiplying 2 digits by 1 digit using the partitioning method again, okay? We did that on Monday, okay? So on the PowerPoint there's some tough 10 and some division wheels to have a go at. So remember you divide the number, you choose the number on the outside like 6 and divide it by the number in the middle. So 6 divided by 3 or 9 divided by 3. Okay, brilliant. Now, so what we've got to do first of all to help us with this method, remember, is we've got to partition the 2-digit number into tens and ones. Okay, so if I partition 23 into tens and ones, I've got 2 tens, which is 20, and I've got 3 ones, 3. So I've got 20 and 3. My next step is to multiply the single digit in the question, 4, by the tens. So I'm going to do 4 times 20. How do we do that? That's right, we do 4 times 2 first of all, and we know that that is 8. And then because 20 is 10 times bigger than 2, we times our answer 8 by 10 to give us 80. Okay? The next step that we do is to multiply the single digit 4 by the ones, which is 3. So we do 4 times 3, which gives us 12. Or we could say 3 times 4. We would get the same answer, wouldn't we? Okay? Then the final step that we need to do is we need to add the two answers together. So 80 add 12 gives us 92. If you're struggling with this step, adding them together and getting the right answer, what you could do is just do a quick column addition to help you to get the answer. Super. Let's look at another example. So first of all, we're going to partition the 2-digit number 38 into tens and ones. So we've got 3 tens, which is 30, and we've got 8 ones. Okay? So next we're going to multiply the single digit 2 by the tens, the 3 tens, which is 30. So we do 2 times 30. Now remember, to help us, we do the question we know first of all, which is 2 times 3, which is 6. Now because 30 is 10 times bigger than 3, we can multiply the 6 by 10 to give us 60. Then the next step that we're going to do is we're going to multiply the single digit 2 by 8. And we know 2 times 8 gives us 16. Finally, we add the two answers together. So 60 adds 16 gives us 76. Now remember, if you need to, you can do a column addition just to add those two numbers together. Okay, but only do that if you need to. Brilliant. Okay, so we'll do one more example, then you're going to have a go. So we'll partition 46, the 2-digit number, into tens and ones. So we have 4 tens, or 40, and we have 6 ones. Then we're going to multiply the single digit 2 by the tens. So 2 times 40, remember we do 2 times 4, which is 8, and then multiply the answer by 10 to give us 80. Then we're going to multiply the single digit by the ones. So we'll do 2 times 6 to get 12. What's the final step? Can anyone remember? That's right, we add the two answers together. So 80 add 12 gives us 92, doesn't it? Fantastic. Okay, now then, 36 times 3. So you're going to partition the number 36 into tens and ones. So we've got 30 and we've got 6. Okay, now I would like you to pause the video and have a go at the next few steps of the multiplication method that we're using. Brilliant. How did you get on? Did you multiply the single digit 3 by the tens? you should have done 3 times 30 and got the answer 90 because you did 3 times 3, then multiplied your answer by 10. And then you should have done 3 times 6 and got the answer 18. If you did either of the steps in a different order, so you did the ones first, that's fine. Okay, it doesn't matter what order you do it in. Then you should have done 90 add 18 to get 108. If you needed to do a column addition for that, that's absolutely fine as well. Okay, super. So there's my column addition that I did there. Okay, now we're going to have a go at 17 times 3. This time I want you to pause the video here and have a go at all of the steps yourself. How did you get on, guys? So you should have done partitioning of 17 into tens and ones to get 10 and 7. Then you should have multiplied a single digit by the tens, 3 times 10, an easy one, 30. Then you should have multiplied the single digit 3 by the ones, which 3 times 7 to get 21. And finally, you should have added the two answers together. So 30 add 21 is 51, isn't it? And if you needed to, there's no harm to do a little column addition there to help you. Okay. If you need to now, you might like to rewind the video and just re-watch a couple of examples again so you know how to do this method. Super. Now, I want you to have a look at this challenge question here. So it says arrange the digit cards into the calculation below. How many different totals can you make? What is the greatest total you can make? What is the smallest? So you can only use each card once. How many calculations can you make? For example, I can see that I can do 5 times 34. Okay, how many others can you find? Pause the video and have a think. What did you find? How many totals could you find? I could find 6. Okay, so I did 3 times 45 equals 135. And then I thought, oh, I can do 3 times 54 because I can swap the 4 and the 5 around to make another number. Okay, then I moved on to the 4 and I did 4 times 35 to get 140. For my next one, I swapped the 3 and the 5 around to give me 4 times 53, which equals 212. Okay. Finally, I moved on to my 5 and I did 5 times 34 equals 170. And what would the last one be? That's right, 5 times 43 equals 215. So in total, I could make 6 different totals, 6 different calculations. Okay, now if I look at those numbers, I can see that the smallest total I can make is 135 and the largest total I can make is 215 because 135 is the smallest number and 215 is the biggest. Brilliant. Now if you want a little bit of extra practice, you might like to pause the video here and have a go at this question. Very similar, but now I want you to have a go and see how many totals you can make. What's the greatest total? What's the smallest? Here are my solutions. So I started with the 2 and I did 2 times 46 to give me 92. Then I carried on with the 2 and I swapped the 10s and the 1s around in 46 to do 2 times 64, which is 128. Then I moved on to my 4 and I did 4 times 26 to get 104. And then I did 4 times 62. I swapped the 10s and the 1s around again. Finally, in my last 2 questions, I did the 6 and I did 6 times 24 and 6 times 42. So I swapped the 10s and 1s around. And then my smallest answer was 92 and my largest answer was 252. Okay, brilliant. So guys, we've got 6 questions to have a go at using that partitioning method. So remember, splitting the 2-digit number into tens and ones, and then multiplying the tens by the single digit and multiplying the ones and adding them together. As I say, just rewind the video if you need some more examples. Super. Then for your questions today, you've got a challenge question very similar to the one that we just looked at in the video. And then another challenge where you've got to see how close you can get to 100 using these digits. And you can only use each one once. Fantastic. Now on the next few slides you'll find the answers so that you can look through your work and see how you get on. Okay, but if you have any questions or any worries, please just send me an email and I can help you out. Okay, well done everyone, you're doing so well and I'm so proud of you.